Hey guys, this is Mark at VideoGameMuseum.com. Today we're going to take a look at how to protect your NES game boxes. Now, of course, if you've had a NES boxed game from your childhood, it's pretty awesome to be able to hold on to it. Chances are it's taken a beating over time. If you find them in great condition, that's kind of a nice thing to be able to protect. Most of the time these things were in our backpacks. We're going over to our buddy's house for a sleepover, and if we're lugging around in the box, they're getting pretty well thrashed. So the idea now that it's part of our collection is to be able to protect it as well as possible. What most people are using now is called a NES game box protector, or just a box protector. It's a piece of plastic. It's essentially a sleeve, just kind of like what you'd use to protect your baseball card, your comic books, things like that. And it gives some structural protection to your boxed game. So the idea is, of course, that your game would fit inside there very nicely, slip right in, and have a layer of protection around it. So there are a lot of different qualities of this sort of box. You'll get different cuts, different plastic qualities. Just want to show side by side a little bit of a comparison of two boxes here. So of course here we have my Ninja Turtles 2, that's already boxed, and a Q*bert that's in a box of sort of our generic provider. So you can see there's some dead space around here and the different sort of type of fit. So we worked really hard to get this to be a custom fit. That took a lot of revisions and obviously some very careful engineering and production to maintain that. There's nothing really wrong with having a little extra space around your game. If that's something you're okay with, it's just going to slide around a little bit in the box. You know, that's no big deal. It's better than if it weren't in a box. You know, you're still offering protection. The really big thing that I want to emphasize is the quality of the plastic. So the plastic cases that we had manufactured are of high quality, archival grade PET plastic, or PET plastic. That means it's acid free. It's not going to decay and off gas. It's what a lot of different archival institutes, whether it be governmental or museums or whatnot, use to be able to preserve their stuff. So we made sure that we got the highest quality material. We actually went to make sure we had a U.S. company producing the material itself. So we're here in the United States. We feel like that gave some good quality control. And then of course we're working with a company in Canada to actually cut and manufacture these. So we've got some good quality control there. A lot of places are cutting corners to save a few pennies by getting something that's made in China. I don't trust quality control in China, and it's just hard to know exactly what you're getting. Each order you might be getting a different product, and they're just going to tell you it's the same thing half the time. So, as a business that works with a lot of different suppliers and manufacturers, I want to say that we know that we're getting a solid quality product with what we've created here. If some other company doesn't tell you where it's made, or even says that it's still the exact same thing and it's made in China, I really won't trust it with my own collection. So that's sort of why we manufacture these ourselves. We want to make sure that we have an awesome product for our own collection. We want to be able to make sure we can continue to offer our customers unique, high quality products. So that's what we've created here. Alright, so when these are shipped to us, they're all shipped flat. That's the same thing that you'd be getting. This is easiest way to ship them. They're going to be strongest this way and be well protected. So it's going to require minimal assembly. Just to point out, you've got that glue seam on the side. That's going to have our stamp there from VideoGameMuseum.com that just shows that you're getting something from us that's a high quality guarantee there. So it's pretty straightforward just to sort of structurally fold this into shape. Once you do, just to point out, you've got the glue seam on this side, and when you fold this in, you're going to have a flap that's going to come on this side, a flap that's going to be on this side. So you want to think of this as the front, perhaps, if you want to display, as obviously the front side of the box. And you want to sort of think about what's going to be the ugly side of the box. So one way or the other, you can obviously flip this around. So let's look at Vice Project Doom here. Alright, so let's say we want it to be displayed this way. Put the glue seam in the same direction as the left side. if it's going to be sitting on a shelf this way, and you're going to have the flap folding away from the front of the box. Of course, if you want it facing the opposite direction, if that's your sort of way that you arrange things, you just are simply going to invert the box and do the exact same thing. So we got the ugly side now over here. It's facing to the right, and of course this front tab is folding away from the front there. So we'll just do that. I'm going to fold in these two tabs here, folding those down. Then we're going to fold up this large flap. Pretty straightforward, right? Just make sure you get a nice crease on it. That'll be a good connection. Doing the same here. Pretty straightforward, right? It's kind of nice to insert the game into the box. Whoops! Make sure we got the front in the right direction. While the flaps are not done. In my book, that's just my preference. All right, so there it is. Let's say we're facing it this way. We got the ugly side there. All right, now we've got these tabs down. We're going to be able to slide in this top flap without damaging the box. Just be careful not to scratch your box inside when you're doing this. And same thing down here, we're going to fold down, and we're going to fold up this flap and slide it around the edge of the box. Oops. There we go. Alright, you hear that sort of snap into place. That's our locking mechanism. Whoops. I should just have a better crease there. There we go. Pinching that, if it pops out like that, it's because I didn't crease the back well, so it's still a little bit too springy because I didn't help support that crease. So it's snapped in. There you have it. Nice fit around the edge of the box. We leave a little bit of dead space on the top, and the idea from that is if you're taking in and out your cartridge, you want to make sure that you have a little play space for this flap when it's opening and closing. It also protects it if there's anything compressing on the top. If you have, most people are going to stand up their games, vertically. So if that were tight and there's a little bit of compression and indentation, if you just feel with your finger how much flex there is, this helps protect the cardboard from taking a beating. So the dead space is there to protect, and that's why we designed them that way. And we're really happy with how that turned out. So if you have other games, obviously a valuable game, Action 52, if you have something that is signed. So of course we got Kevin Eastman was nice enough to sign this for me. And Turtles 2 arcade game is a great game. It's even better now that it's signed. Great guy. That was nice to get that signed and obviously well protected inside of a case there. If you have a favorite game from your childhood, even if it's something goofy like Destination or a Star or Anticipation, these don't have to be just used on valuable games. It's nice to consistently protect your collection from dust and splash damage if getting splashed if someone were to splatter something near it. Let's say someone knocks over something and you get some soda spray or whatever. I'd rather have that be on a plastic protector than directly onto the box. If there's a cat rubbing against things in your house, you just get creative as far as what can go wrong. So of course we have these on our accessible through our website, videogamemuseum.com. Check out some links there for more information, some photos to take a closer look. We're really happy with how these turned out. We're happy not to be using a lower quality plastic and cut anymore, so we can sort of get rid of those. These fit all sizes of NES games, even if it's homebrew and whatnot. The sort of exception to that would be if it's made by Color Dreams, so think Sunday Fun Day, stuff like that. They really were off the grid making these, so their sizing in the box is a little larger. One reason to hold on to some of the oversized weird shapes of box protectors is for a game like Sunday Fun Day, but if you want something that's going to really fit like a glove, check out ours. Let me know if you have any questions on these. I'd love to hear your feedback. If you're interested in buying these, obviously check them out, videogamemuseum.com. We have them in all different quantities. If you buy a bunch, you can save some money. We hope you all the best. Happy retro gaming. Good luck finding some great stuff, and have a great day.